Zara recap presenting Black Swan. At the beginning of the story, a girl named Nina is shown who lives in New York City with her mom. Actually, Nina's mom used to be a dancer, and now Nina is a ballet dancer who works as a dancer in New York City Ballet Company, and Nina dreams of becoming a lead dancer one day. When Nina is going to work, she sees a girl like her on the train, but she can't see her properly. After reaching her dance group, Nina finds out that the main girl of her dance group who leads the group is going to be replaced because people are bored of seeing her. Here, the leader of her group is named Thomas. He tells everyone that soon the lead dancer of the group, who is called the Swan Queen, will be chosen for whom he will take auditions. And Nina now wants to become the Swan Queen. But when Nina is practicing, she sees that the lead dancer who has been removed is now wandering into her room. Obviously, she is frustrated that she has been removed from the position of the Swan Queen. After she leaves, Nina goes to her room. Actually, it is the room where the Swan Queen is prepared. Nina also wants to get this room. That is, she becomes the lead dancer. That's why she goes to audition now, where she gives a very good performance. Everyone likes her performance. She goes to Thomas, and Thomas tells her that you danced the White Swan. You will have to dance the Black Swan too, because she is the exact opposite of her. Nina dances the Black Swan here too. But while dancing, her focus is lost, and she made a very big mistake. Nina is now worried that her audition did not go well. And when she goes out, she sees a girl in the corridor who is wearing a black dress. She looks exactly like her, and there is confidence on her face. Now Nina comes home and hugs her mom and cries because her audition went wrong. And now she wants to see where she made a mistake. That's why she starts practicing again. But this time, she dances very actively, but her balance is disturbed and her feet got injured. When Nina's mom looks at her feet, she sees that her toenail is broken. That is, she will have to rest for a few days. But Nina clearly refuses. She says that I found out where I made a mistake. Now the next day she goes to Thomas again and says that I want to perform the Black Swan dance. I have found out where I made a mistake. Thomas says that it is too late now. We have chosen someone else for the Swan Queen, and her name is Veronica. Hearing this, Nina gets disappointed and starts leaving. But Thomas stops her and tells her that whenever you perform the White Swan dance, you perform a very good dance. But you don't perform the Black Swan dance so well, because the Black Swan dance cannot be done by performance or practice. But for that, you have to set yourself free. You have to feel the Black Swan, Nina says. I will try my best. After this, Thomas tries to get close to her, but Nina pushes him away. Thomas is not upset by this, but happy. Actually, this was a test, and any dancer should have a lot of anger to perform the Black Swan, because this is the character of the Black Swan. The next day, Nina comes to the dance company. She sees that the Swan Queen is no one else, but she is herself. Nina gets very happy to see this. She calls her mom and tells her that she has been chosen for the Swan Queen. Actually, her mom was also a dancer. But after getting pregnant, she had to quit dancing. And the dream that she had ever seen for herself, that is the dream of the Swan Queen. After this, Nina is taken to a party, where she is introduced to everyone. Everyone claps for Nina. She sees that her finger skin is coming out. She goes to the washroom and removes her skin. The next moment she realizes that her finger was totally fine. There is something wrong with Nina. When she comes out of the washroom, she meets the girl who was the first Swan Queen, who has been removed now. She tells her that you have no right to play this role, because you can't do this role. You are a weak girl. And to perform Black Swan, you need a strong personality. You have definitely compromised with Thomas to get the role of Black Swan. Now Thomas comes here. and he takes Nina with him and leaves. He tells her not to pay attention to what people say. You just have to pay attention to your performance. The next day, when Nina goes to practice, she finds out that the girl who was the first Swan Queen had an accident. Everyone is very sad to hear this. That's why the rehearsal is cancelled today. After this, Thomas comes to the hospital with Nina, where Nina tells Thomas, "I think whatever the girl's condition is today." Thomas explains to Nina that this is not the case. Actually, that girl is very strong-headed. That means she is very brave, and she deliberately got her accident done because she wants to punish herself. And because of her bravery and courage, she remained the Swan Queen for so many years. After this, Nina goes to see that girl. Her condition is very bad. Nina comes back to her house. For the first time, she closes her door and sleeps. Now, the next day, she works very hard. But when everyone leaves, Thomas tells Nina to dance with me, and he starts touching her strangely. Nina doesn't like this, and she stops in fear. After which, Thomas tells her that you still have fear inside you, and as long as you have fear inside you, you can never perform the dance of the Black Swan. Nina's eyes shed tears, because she is working very hard. And now a girl who dances with him, her name is Lily. She comes to Nina and tells her that you are a very good dancer, and you will definitely perform very well. Nina feels good to hear this. The next day, Nina practices dance again. She keeps dancing, but Thomas doesn't tell her to stop. Nina gets very tired, and for a moment, her arrow of patience breaks. She starts shouting at Thomas, and she says, "What do you want?" Thomas says, "I heard that you were crying yesterday. As long as you are a weak girl, you can never perform the dance of the Black Swan, because to perform the dance of the Black Swan, you have to be very strong." Nina understands that Lily has told Thomas all this. That's why she goes to Lily and says that from now on you should stay away from my matter. Lily apologizes to Nina and tells her to go out with her. Nina also forgives her, and they both go to a club where Nina drinks a lot. Actually, Lily mixed something in her drink. After that, she dances a lot. She doesn't get conscious. And when she comes to her senses, she comes to her house. And Lily also comes to her house behind her. After coming home, they both come very close to each other. They are both intimate. When Nina wakes up in the morning, she sees that Lily is not there. Nina is surprised that the door is still closed from inside. If Lily went, where did she go? When she opens the door and goes out, her mother is sitting in front of her, who is very sad. Actually, she always stayed under her mother's supervision. And now Nina comes again for dance practice. She sees that Lily is practicing dance before her. Everyone is watching her. She understands that Lily deliberately left her sleeping. She came here so that she can show her dance to everyone. After that, she says to Thomas that I am late today. I apologize for this. Thomas asks him to warm up. Today, Nina practices her dance in a very angry, and after the dance is over, she goes to Lily and says, I know that you mixed something in my drink at night. Because of this, I wake up late. If you wanted, you could have woken me up, but you didn't do that. Hearing this, Lily is completely surprised. She says that I did go out with you at night. But after dinner, I went to my house, and Nina doesn't believe her. She believes that Lily is doing this to her because she wants to take her place. And now when Nina is practicing, she sees that Lily and Thomas are pointing at each other. She thinks that Lily will soon take her place. That's why when she has to perform in the final, she performs with a lot of energy. Now she doesn't want to make any mistakes, because she doesn't want to lose the position of the lead dancer, that is, the Swan Queen. She performs very well. Thomas is also very happy with her performance. After this, she is sent to the tailor for the dress of the Black Swan. When her measurement is being taken, Lily also comes there. Seeing Nina, Lily asks her why she has come here. Lily says that I have also come here to get the dress of the Swan Queen made, because I am your alternative. Hearing this, she gets worried, and she goes to Thomas and says that she always wants to take my role. my position. I don't want her to be my alternative. Thomas tells Nina that every person in the world wants to be the Swan Queen, but you have to save your position with your hard work. You should think about your performance, not about the world. If you do well, no one can take your position. Hearing this, Nina feels very good. After this, she works even harder. She keeps practicing all day. Everyone leaves one by one, and now it's night. Nina is practicing alone, and then the lights go off. She sees that Thomas and Lily are getting intimate with each other. She gets very worried. She thinks that Thomas is cheating on her. On one hand, he motivates her, and on the other hand, he is with Lily. And getting worried about these things, she goes to the girl in the hospital, who was the first Swan Queen. She says, "I understand your pain." Seeing her, she starts hurting herself. Seeing this, Nina runs away. Nina has strange visions. She gets very worried and falls unconscious at home. When she regains consciousness, her mother is in front of her. Her mother says that you stay at home today. But Nina remembers that today is her performance as a Black Swan. Her mother says that you have changed completely. You should stay at home. Nina does not listen to her mother and reaches the dance company. After reaching there, she sees that Thomas has prepared Lily for the Black Swan dance. Seeing this, she gets very angry. She goes to her room, and she herself starts getting ready for the same dance. When Thomas sees her, he does not stop her because she is angry, and Thomas always wanted to see her in anger for the Black Swan dance. Who has no fear. Now the dance performance begins, where Nina performs the White Swan dance first. She is performing very well, but in her heart, in her mind, there is still insecurity that Lily can perform the Black Swan dance instead of her. Thomas will replace her. Her concentration breaks. She falls on the stage. But she stands up again while taking care of herself, and comes out after performing the whole dance. She tells Thomas that I am not at fault. I fell on the stage because of someone else, but now the Black Swan performance is also going to happen. That's why she goes to her green room. There she sees that Lily is wearing a Black Swan dress, and she is doing makeup. She tells Nina that you could not perform the White Swan dance well. So what will you do about the Black Swan? I will give the Black Swan performance. Hearing this, Nina gets angry. She attacks her. The glass breaks. She attacks her with the same piece of glass. Lily has died here. After that, Nina hides Lily's body in the bathroom. She goes to perform with this anger and fear. Everyone likes her performance. Everyone stands up and claps for her. Thomas is also very happy with her performance. And now Nina comes back to her green room, where she sees that blood is coming out of the washroom. She presses her with a cloth. And then her door is knocked. When she opens the door, Lily is outside. She is completely surprised to see Lily. And then she feels pain in her stomach. She sees that she has hurt herself with a piece of glass. She takes out the piece of glass. And then Thomas comes to her. He sees that blood is coming out of her body. He tells Nina that you performed a very good dance. It will be remembered in history. Nina tells Thomas that now I can call myself a perfect dancer. Thomas tells her to call the ambulance, but maybe in the end, she dies. That's why you should find perfection in anything. You should chase anything to the extent that you can enjoy it, because then there is a meaning to getting something. So this was the whole story of the film Black Swan. We hope you liked this story.